China's threat to limit the export of rare earths, which are essential in a range of technologies, including weapons systems, is starting to have a predictably perverse effect, which is pointing to a supply glut and price crash. Signs of problems developing in the relatively small rare earth market have been noted in Australia, the world's second biggest source of the elements, and China, where overproduction to catch high prices of some of the elements hurt the prices for others. Events in the market for exotic materials such as praseodymium and neodymium, used to make permanent magnets in advanced aircraft such as F-35 fighters, as well as electric cars, are being matched by developments in financial markets where a rush is underway to develop mines and processing facilities to counter China's dominance. Earlier this week, China's Minister of Industry and Information Technology, Xaio Yaqing, told a media briefing that some rare earth elements were being sold too cheaply because of vicious domestic competition. Not Rare and Not Earth, according to a Reuters news service report. Xiao said some rare earths were not selling at a rare price but at an earth price. The nature of most rare earth deposits is that they contain a mix of the 17 elements categorized as rare earths, a misnomer as they are neither rare nor earths, just technically difficult to separate into a usable form. The problem is that while demand for praseodymium and neodymium is high, there is limited demand for other elements which are mined in conjunction, such as cerium and lanthanum. In Australia, Amanda Lacaze, chief executive of Lynas Corporation, that country's biggest rare earth producer, warned last week that there was a risk of overbuilding mines and processing facilities because of the concern about a Chinese export embargo. Lacaze said that an inefficient allocation of capital, one way of describing construction of excess capacity, would result in losses for investors. Her warning followed news of successful capital raisings by emerging rare earth producers, such as Hastings Technology Metals, which attracted $78 million (100 million Australian dollars) in fresh funds for its Yangibana project in Western Australia, WA, and report that specialist titanium minerals miner, Iluka Resources, was negotiating with a number of governments seeking rare earths from a proposed refinery also in WA. Similar moves to boost non-Chinese supplies of rare earths are underway in the US and Canada, encouraged by a US government study into supply chain vulnerability of critical minerals. The rush to develop alternative supplies of rare earths, amid Chinese embargo threats, is shaping as a rerun of a 2010 war of words between China and Japan over a fishing dispute which led to a Chinese rare earth ban and Japanese funding of the Mt Weld mine owned by Lynas.